Hey everybody, welcome to Goots' Wrestling Pod. I'm your host, Ray Goots, and with me is Andrew Lee. Andrew, how you doing, brother?
I'm super. Thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm feeling great. And normally this time of the show we talk about current events. However, we're recording early and everything's going to be out of date, so there's nothing more to say. So let's get right into Spring Stampede. Overall, I thought this was a pretty good show. I thought that it could have been, there's parts that could have been better, but overall, I'm like, it's a pretty solid WCW show. What about you?
Um, nah, I don't think Spring Stampede was that. It was
I
I
mean, it
I
was
thought it was
uneventful.
just an average show. It's just an average show, honestly.
That's kind of what I mean. It's
Yeah.
it's uneventful. Like, I mean, DDP has a great moment, but yeah.
I don't even think that's that as good as everyone thinks it is. But we could get into that. We're probably gonna disagree about this one as well. It's more interesting how in the beginning we're seeing things eye to eye. But
Mhm.
now going into 1997, we're seeing some differences between your take and my take, and I wonder why that is.
Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because like you see modern wrestling different than me. Because right now we're kind of entering modern wrestling.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, maybe you're right because it's more,
This
modern
is
in the
more.
sense of like,
You're gonna see more matches like the ones we saw on this show at AEW than you will like matches that we saw at Starrcade '89, for example. You know.
by the way, I did see that Outrunners versus FTR match, fucking phenomenal, and it was old school tag team wrestling that
Yes.
would fit into 1997.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So it was fantastic. But that's what we're covering. Spring Stampede in 1997. That's about over 20 years ago, but it's like the modern style that we're gonna see even to this day. Uh it's WCW, so they have a crazy long tagline. These men do solemnly swear to kick, fight, punch, stomp, and flatten anyone who gets in their way. Stupid. But anyway, takes place, I'm sure it was cool, in April 6th, 1997, taking place Tupelo, Mississippi. 8,000, over 8,000 people are in attendance, 210,000 pay per view buys. Let's do a
Yeah.
little comparison. Oh, I'm sorry?
What is
Yeah, we're gonna do a
what
little
is what's the
comparison.
number
By the way,
for Best of Friends? No, I'm sorry, Revenge of Taker. Sorry, Best.
yeah, Revenge of Taker, which takes place April 20th, so that's like about 2 weeks after Spring Stampede. 11,000 people are in attendance, so it drew more in attendance. However, pay per view buys were 142,000. So Spring Stampede is still WCW is still outdrawing them on pay per view buys by a lot, not by a little, by a lot. By the
Well,
way,
again, yes, go.
the last Spring Stampede was in 1994. It's like 3 years ago. Why did they all of a sudden decide to bring it back? Do you know any insight into that?
They needed a show every month,
Okay,
and
yeah,
and they needed a show every month. And Spring Stampede, it's April's to spring, and there you go. It's a good name. People
that's
like
good
the name.
enough. Yeah, I like Spring Stampede. It sounds all right. Like it sounds okay. It doesn't sound terrible. You know, that's a
Mm-hmm.
good enough reason, right? That is definitely a good enough reason. All right, so the introduction of the show goes over the entire card. We got a whole Western theme to this. Remember, this is the one where the four horsemen did a whole Western, skit for it. The stage, by the way, I thought was really nice. There's a whole Western stage. Did you like the stage, the entrance when they come out?
Yeah, like I like these special things. I'm so bored with the stages that they have now. You know.
I when I was watching this, I thought the same thing you did. I would love it if they go all out again and do stuff like their stages. They're where it's like